demands to negotiate a deal with the U.S. follows the extension of the exemption granted on Monday night by the Trump administration. The federal government, which would be deeply hit by the new duties, revealed in a statement it has taken note of the U.S. decision to exclude the EU from the tariffs for another month, but still expects a permanent exemption. Berlin added, "It is particularly important that the European Union seek and continue to engage with the United States. The European Commission will now discuss the way forward with member states. Transatlantic economic relations are of great importance to both sides. Transatlantic economic relations are of great importance to both sides. Neither the European Union nor the United States can have an interest in an escalation in trade relations." German government, neither the European Union nor the United States can have an interest in an escalation in trade relations. Rather, both the US and the EU would benefit from further deepening trade relations. To this end, a positive trade agenda should be developed in the interests of both sides. Berlin adopted a more understanding tone than the European Commission, which yesterday warned the US it will not negotiate under threat. The reason behind this softer approach lies in the fact Germany's industries risk to be crippled by the tariffs. Get ties trade war. Germany called for talks with US President Donald Trump. German car industry is worth 1/5 of the country's total exports, with the US being its second biggest destination. Mr. Trump attacked the country's car industry in March, threatening to issue tax on imports if the EU retaliated against his steel and aluminium tariffs. He wrote on Twitter, "If the EU wants to further increase their already massive tariffs and barriers on U.S. companies doing business there, we will simply apply a tax on their cars which freely pour into the US. They make it impossible for our cars, and more, to sell there. Big trade imbalance." Get ties trade war. The German car industry is worth 1/5 of the country's total exports. In the statement, Berlin also said that the federal chancellor has repeatedly pointed out that the federal government is fundamentally committed to multilateral and rule-based global trade. France, which would be less affected than Germany by the tariffs, asked the European bloc to remain united. France's ministers for Europe and the economy, Jean-Yves Le Drian and Bruno Le Maire, said in a joint statement, "No reason whatsoever justifies that the EU be subjected to unilateral tariff increases on steel and aluminium. The European Union must stay united and stand together, as it has done these past weeks."